What's going on, guys? This is your boy Dre Bone 777 again. It's been a while since I've been on YouTube, probably like a week or so. But, I've been a little bit busy doing things, stuff like that. And later on tonight, I might get ready for my birthday, have me a few drinks. No, in fact, I'm going to get drunk as hell. Forget that, what I'm saying? Get drunk. Anyway, though, what I want to talk about was innovation. A lot of people say that Nintendo is innovative and that they think of ideas first before everybody else. And what I want to ask is this: are you really sure about that? And I'm going to explain some things to you as to why they are innovative and why they're not, and the things they are innovative on and what they're not innovative on. So let's get started. Now, the one thing that I could say that Nintendo was real innovative with was the diamond shape of the face buttons. You see, the Super Nintendo, like they had the A, B, X, Y, and every other controller seemed to copy that mechanism or whatever. And I could say Nintendo was real innovative with that. Now, what I've seen with the Wii U, how they're integrating the tablet controller with the TV and the motion control, that's innovative to me to a certain extent. I think Nintendo was innovative at one time. And also, one more thing that Nintendo might be innovative with is the characters they have. You see, they do get good recognition around the world. They know who Mario is. I mean, we've been playing him for so long and stuff like that. So I could say that Nintendo are innovative with like characters and stuff like that to a certain extent. But now it's time for me to talk about how they're really not that innovative. Now, fanboys, don't get mad at what I say, because this is not really all coming from me, but it comes from other people. You see. Now, with the Wii U coming out, you have the gamepad, alright, which is the tablet controller. Now, that's innovation to gaming, but what if somebody's like use one of these? Tablets, like the iPad, an Android tablet, a Windows tablet, something like that. They're not going to see much innovation on the Wii U gamepad. Now, we know that it has buttons and stuff like that, but other people are not going to see a lot of innovation into that, because they're going to be like, well, we have a tablet right here. You see, that's the argument they'll come up with. And in a way, the gamepad really isn't all that innovative if you looked at it from a technology point of view on this. Now listen to me, I'm not hating, but this is some reasons that people have said. Now, first of all, remote play with the PS Vita and the PS3. Some people say that remote play compares to what you would get on this gamepad of the Wii U. I've said it myself at one time, and it actually is kind of true. Like, if you really were to use remote play on the PS Vita and the PS3, like, you can really turn off the TV or switch the TV to another channel, and you'll be playing the game, your PS3 games on your Vita. You can do that. See, that's what they showed on the Wii U a while back. You could do that with the Vita. That's the part that's not innovative. Whereas the integrating with the Wii U controller to the TV screen and moving your tablet around when you're playing games, that's a little bit more innovative. But remote play, that part, that's really not innovative. And now you'll get people that have that argument. They'll say that the Wii U gamepad is a controller, whereas the Vita is a handheld gaming device. Now, what I'm going to say is this, and there are a few things I'm going to say, and this won't be able to be argued. Now, when you do remote play with the PS Vita and the PS3, the Vita becomes a controller. You cannot use a regular controller with the PS3 unless you hit circle or the home button. That's the only two buttons you can really hit. Other than that, you cannot use the controller. The Vita's the controller. You can do all the functionalities off the Vita. So the Vita is the controller. See? So now we're saying it's a controller like the gamepad. Now, if you still want to argue with that, how about this? They're both handheld devices. You see, when you hold the tablet in your hand, that's handheld. You see, all controllers are handheld. You can't argue with me on that. So it can be compared to a certain extent. So if you tell me it can't, you're lying to yourself. All right? There's not much innovation to that. And now with motion controls have been out for years in arcades. So you cannot tell me there's a lot of innovation with that being brought to the Wii. Now, it is innovation for consoles, yes. And then they'll say that the PS3 and the 360 copy. So Sony and Microsoft copy. But they had this technology for years though, a long time ago. They just used these as add-ons. See, they were a little bit more smart. And they put more horsepower in their stuff. Nintendo usually does a half step. That's usually what they do. I'm pretty sure they can make things a lot more powerful. If Nintendo was really a good innovator, they would have better specs and graphics than the PS3 and the 360. Well, Sony and Microsoft, let's say that. I'm pretty sure their specs could have been better than Sony and Microsoft put together. I know they could have. I mean, you don't put a DVD player in your device. So you're telling me they don't have the money to put more specs in their devices? You gotta be kidding me. And what I was talking about with the gamepad controller. Now, they have, what that feature is going to be is augmented reality, AR. So with augmented reality, you're taking the device that you have, like this, let's say this is the gamepad right here. You're going to use that to go to the screen and stuff like that. So you're using this screen off your gamepad to look at the screen of the TV. That's augmented reality right there. And there's different forms of it. You know, with the Vita, you take the Vita and use these cards. And smartphones have it too. See, so that's really not a new technology. Smartphones had this since 2008, probably longer than that. You see? So, if it's really innovative, it is to a gaming point of view somewhat, but overall, from a technology point of view, it's really not innovative. And with the gamepad, like, I know the gamepad has a front camera on it, right? From what I know. With the front camera, you know, you could do video chat and stuff like that. From a controller point of view, that is innovative. But technology-wise, it's been used before. Alright? See, the Vita has it already. You can do Skype with the Vita. I'm pretty sure you could have done Skype with the DSi, but Nintendo refused it at one time. I don't know if they do Skype now, but Nintendo refused it. Why would they do that? You see? They're holding back on you. And don't forget that smartphones and computers were able to do this a long time ago. You got the webcam, like the one I'm looking at right now, doing this video with. See? It's been out already. And mobile devices. I know that the first smartphone in North America, or in America, to do video calls with was the HTC Evo 4G from Sprint. That was the first phone to have a front camera on it before the iPhone. And the iPhone came out right after it. The iPhone 4, that is. You see, the smartphones had it before the gamepad. So really, what we're talking about here is innovation. So is Nintendo really innovative? No, not necessarily. To a certain extent, they are. But when you look at technology as a whole, none of this stuff is new. None of this stuff is real innovative. It's been used before. We're just trying to make it better. And I think Nintendo could make it better. They just need to spend a little bit more money on doing that. That's all. But those were my thoughts for today. I'm Dre Bone 777 and I'm out. Peace.